So, have you ever been there? You're doing all the things, you're writing in your gratitude journal, you're saying your affirmations, you're staring at that vision board, and it feels like the universe just has you on mute. You are definitely not alone. So many of us have tried to use the law of attraction and just ended up feeling, well, more frustrated than anything else. Today, we're diving into what feels like the missing manual for all of this.
I mean, this is the big question, isn't it? If the whole secret is just to think positive, why are so many people still struggling to manifest the life they actually want? The truth is, the version of this law that we see everywhere is frankly incomplete, and that can lead us to blame ourselves when things don't go according to plan.
And this right here changes the entire game. This one idea reframes the whole thing. See, we've been taught to treat manifestation like it's another item on our daily to-do list, right next to buy groceries and go to the gym. But what if that's the fundamental mistake? What if it's not a task you perform, but a state of being you inhabit?
Okay, so how do we actually get beyond just thinking positive? You know, the common approach makes it seem like a 20-minute morning exercise. But here's the thing. The universe is responding to your state of being 24/7, not just when you've got your journal open.
This is the shift we're talking about. Moving away from this mechanical, to-do list way of thinking and into a holistic, totally natural way of life. It's like the difference between deciding to hit the gym once in a while versus truly living a healthy lifestyle. The results? They are worlds apart.
Okay, let's really get into the nuts and bolts of this. Forget just thinking positive. There's a much deeper, way more powerful equation at play here that really governs how your reality is formed. This is the real engine of creation.
Think of it like you're building something amazing, okay? First, you need the blueprint. That's your pure intention, or what's called POV. Then you need power for your tools. That's the emotion, the bhavna, that you attach to that intention. But the secret ingredient, the one most people totally miss, is devotion, or bhakti, this deep, surrendered commitment to the process itself. When you put those three together, your destiny, or bhagya, isn't something you have to chase anymore. It becomes the inevitable, natural outcome.
Now, I'm sure you've heard the advice to just control your thoughts, right? Only think positive ones. It sounds really good in theory, but in the real world, it's pretty much a recipe for failure. Let's break down why that is.
Get this, the average person has over 60,000 thoughts every single day. Just try to imagine standing guard at the gate of your mind and personally checking the ID of every single one of those thoughts. It's not just exhausting, it's literally impossible.
And this is the crucial point. The law of attraction is always on. It responds to your anxious thoughts, your doubtful thoughts, just as powerfully as it responds to your positive ones. So trying to police this constant stream of thoughts, it's a losing battle from the start. But there is a much, much smarter way to do this.
And the difference here is profound. Control is all about fighting and resisting, which we just established is an impossible task. Mastery, though, mastery is an achievable skill. It's not about stopping the river of thoughts. It's about choosing which thoughts you're going to give your energy to and which ones you just let float on by.
This just drives the point home perfectly. The more you fight a negative thought, the more power you give it. It's so true. The real skill is to become this kind of detached observer, just allowing thoughts, good, bad, whatever, to come and go without getting emotionally sucked into them. That is real mental power.
So where do all these thoughts and emotions even come from? Well, they're not random. They're all running on a deep foundational program inside of you. You can think of it like your mind's inner operating system.
In Vedic wisdom, there's a word for this, sanskar. It's basically the collection of all your deep-seated beliefs and impressions that run your life on autopilot. It's the reason you might automatically feel anxious before a big presentation, or why you always seem to put off certain goals. It is the software dictating your automatic reactions.
So if your life isn't quite working the way you want it to, it's a huge sign that your internal software is outdated. You can try to force new actions, sure, but they're never going to stick if they conflict with your core programming. Lasting change only happens when you upgrade your sanskar, when you upgrade your whole operating system with deeper, genuine wisdom.
All right, let's talk about a really powerful emotional state that most people completely overlook when they're trying to manifest anything. But honestly, it's the secret fuel that makes this entire system run smoothly, and that is contentment.
Now, we have to be super clear about this. Contentment, or santosh, is not about giving up on your dreams. It is not complacency. It's a powerful state of being genuinely happy with what you have right now, while at the same time being completely free from that toxic vibration of jealousy and comparing yourself to others.
You can see it right here on this chart. Feeling jealous or constantly focusing on what you lack, that creates a powerful negative vibration that literally repels what you want. But contentment, that creates a high positive vibration. It sends a signal to the universe that you're already whole and abundant, which just makes you a magnet for even more good things.
All of this brings us to a much richer, way more fulfilling definition of what success even is. It's really time we move beyond that narrow, conventional idea of success that we've all been sold.
You know, society tells us that success is all about money and the stuff you own. But true success? It's holistic. It's having an abundance of everything that matters. Peace of mind, great health, loving relationships, and yeah, wealth too. It's about being rich in life, not just rich in your bank account.
And this right here, this is the ultimate takeaway. This idea flips everything on its head. We tend to think that once people get successful, then they can afford to get all spiritual. But the truth is actually the other way around. When you operate from a place of inner alignment, of deep wisdom, a truly spiritual state, success in all areas of your life just becomes the natural, inevitable outcome.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought to really chew on. What if the goal isn't just to attract all the external things? What if the real treasure is cultivating that inner state of being, the peace, the contentment, the mastery, from which all that abundance just naturally flows? What would change for you if you focused on that first?